Hello, all of you wonderful beings out there, and welcome to the stream. I am Razim, and this is Starlight New Dawn Scar, Chapter 4, Episode 2, Market Day Part 2. This is one of our Pokemon tabletop RPG campaigns being run with our custom Scar system, for stories and creatures in alternate realities. This system is available for open playtest on our Discord as well as on itch.io, so go take a look at it and let us know what you think. For now, though, we'll go ahead and get started with introductions, beginning with Tal.
Hello, I am Taldeus, and I will be the storyteller for Starlight New Dawn tonight. I'll be playing the allies, I'll be playing the enemies, and I'll be playing everything in between. The only thing I won't be playing are our wonderful player characters, of which we don't quite have all of them right now, but for the ones that we do have, my question for you today is, are you guys ready for the training wheels to come off? Starting with Amos.
Wernie?
It wasn't just me. It wasn't
Hey,
just me.
he said he was here before. All right, well, we'll skip past him for now. We go to Argus.
Hi, I'm Adorum, and I play Argus, the scaredy cat rock dragon tyrant who likes to build things. As for having the training wheels come off, can I build new training wheels and put them on? Argus isn't ready for just a bike yet. He needs his training wheels.
Too bad. You should focus on learning how to be a better person first.
Can he at least move up to a tricycle?
No. Absolutely not.
Oh.
Well, I am Razim, and I am playing as Jet, the Ghost Electric type rockruff. And yes, finally, get rid of the training wheels.
Wait, did we ever have training wheels? Because we built the Polgos with 0 wheels.
No, you definitely had training wheels. Remember when I took this over and, because of all the problems, I promised to go ahead and not rush you guys through things, and then we spent effectively 2 seasons with training wheels on?
But there were no wheels on any Polgos.
No, we did get a Polgo with wheels on it.
Yeah, you got a cart.
That's a wagon. That's something different. My Polgos are still wheelless.
Well, do we have the Amos back? We do not have the Amos back. Okay.
Dead, Jim.
He's dead. Anyway, I'm just gonna go ahead and give a pretty quick recap of what happened last, because what happened last is the party arrived back in Starlight in order to try and finish off a delivery that was being sent out, and they were supposed to give it to the person that was guarding the reality anchor, the chain, down deep below Starlight. And they'd be showing up right when Market Day was happening. And boy, was it chaotic. For once, Starlight as a city to the party was actually full to overflowing. But they did manage to successfully make their delivery and found out both where and who was guarding the chains, which was a rather large, very battle-scarred Adorum named Gunther. He is... what'd you say?
I forgot his name.
Yep. And they also got to see quite the menagerie of what it looks like when the various problems start to, cross-contaminate. And boy, is it not pretty. But having successfully done that, they were basically set free to go and enjoy the rest of Market Day, which is still technically ongoing.
which means we can buy things.
Yes. And also there was, quite a lot of guest stars last time on purpose. We do not have them right now because effectively they have gone, on their
They've
own
been erased
separate
from our
ways.
timeline.
No, they're still there. They're just not with you right now.
I'm just thinking morbid thoughts of they're not with you.
They're not with you anymore.
It's okay. It's okay. Jet has a book for that.
But yes, you all were kind of set free to go ahead and enjoy the rest of Market Day. There is quite a lot of things that you could attempt to purchase or barter for, or just try and learn about. There was going to be a little bit of a thing with the library, but that we didn't have session for 2 months, so that kind of can't happen anymore. So, oh well.
I will go spend my life savings to get a bag that can hold all my thing and not weigh as much. A jetpack bag. Because it's got like jets to
I'm sure that a constantly active jetpack bag will be exactly what you need, yes.
Yes. I guess it could also be called a bag of holding.
You should also take it directly into battle.
That sounds fun. I don't need a rocket hammer. I have a rocket bag.
Yes, I'm sure that it will work great the first time anything clips it hard enough.
Yeah. We're on the same page.
Yeah. It'll go perfectly fine. What's there to worry about?
Nothing could possibly go wrong.
Absolutely.
I do want to get a bag of holding, though, or a forge that has just as much but weighs half as much.
You spend your life savings on a forge, and your next order of business is to immediately replace that forge, spending your life savings yet again.
Can I get a volley hardlight forge? Do those exist here?
I want you to consider that you're playing Argus. Do you think he would have any idea what any of that is?
No, but he will see cool shiny and go for it. And we both know he will see cool shiny, have the word forge on it, and he will go for it.
Do you think he'd make it all the way to that, still having his money intact?
He's very one-track minded.
He's not specifically searching for this thing, though.
True.
The only track on his mind right now is lots of things for sale.
Floating Polgo. That was definitely on his one-track mind. Because there was the salesman with the floating Polgos. The hover Polgos. Which is a definite I need.
All right. So you're trying to look for effectively a hover sled.
It's a floating Polgo. It's like better than having wheels. It's no wheels, and thus I could keep my wheelless Polgo.
So you want a hover sled?
Yeah.
I mean, he was offered one.
I was offered one.
Yeah. Is anyone else going to be attempting to make purchases here and now, or is this something that people want to put a pin in until later and be able to say that you purchase things, but do it with more people here?
We could put a pin in it, say we purchase stuff, and then do more exciting things.
To be fair,
like murder.
we're only missing one person. At least
Well,
that
we
is
could do murder.
still in the group currently.
Are there games we can play? I want to pop balloons. The balloon darts.
Looks
Okay, I'm
like...
back.
Ah, great. Do your recap or your intro, please.
Okay, hi, I'm Warren the Mole. I play Emos, the Growlithe. They are a fire type puppy that likes to do crime. And, what was the question today?
If you guys were ready for the training wheels to come off.
Yeah.
We're gonna
That's it.
die.
All right. But basically, I am also offering to like say like do the narrative thing of you guys totally like had the ability to purchase things, but do you guys just want to get to story stuff?
Yeah, that.
I'm good with story stuff. I don't know what... It's kind of one of those situations of everything's available, but no idea where to start for Jet.
Yeah, that's fair. You know what? I'll probably put together like a list of like probably like 5 items that each of the characters would likely be interested in.
That would probably be good.
Vargas, he's only got 2.
But yeah, I am good with story. I believe we left off that Jet had been staying in the at the chain, or the anchor, whatever. Was it an anchor?
You were trying to
It's
do a summoning
it's an
ritual.
anchor point, but it's in the form of like a dimensional chain.
Okay, so it's both.
Yeah.
He was staying there to do ritual.
And Argus was skipping through a flower field with Chomper. And then Chomper vanished.
And Argus was alone in the middle of a flower field far, far away.
Suddenly starts
I would be more
snowing.
questioning where you found a flower field at around here.
We just followed the Bellossom. We found flower Pokemon and we were just skipping through them back and forth. They're not very happy with us.
I would have said, I guess there is one. I was about to say, I was thinking about things that I'm like, maybe there was a flower field you could have seen due to dimensional fuckery, but then I also realized, wait, nope, they were in Dobbleboy at the time over in Lick, so you couldn't have even like got a glimpse of the Lulite flower fields.
We
Nope.
just skipped on some Bellossom, Vileplume, Oddish, Comfrey. Like good dinos should.
Nice. Well, let's go ahead and start with Jet's ritual thing he was going to be attempting. If he is actually trying to make the attempt instead of just trying to like research the area.
Well, would he feel like he has enough information to make the attempt?
I don't know. Do you feel like you have enough information?
Well, it's been a
Go
while,
ahead and make me.
and
Yeah,
I
go-
don't know. Yeah.
From what I remember, is you were in the middle of attempting it.
What role would you like?
I was going to ask for a lore check to start with in order to determine how well your knowledge base is.
Alrighty. Mind. Trying to decide what expertise.
All of them.
I feel like empathic might be the best choice. I don't have the most dots in that one, but I think that's the closest to determining about trying to summon a god. So... that would be 7 dice. Where can you get in fantasy grounds, by the way? Okay, yeah, I don't like those ones.
Understandable.
Don't have
And
one.
this is important, so... Ooh! Apparently those ones did not like being here either.
Nope.
Well, that'll
Well, that
be
turns that into a
9. I will stick with that.
All right. So there are quite a few things that you're going to be discovering here as a part of this, because this is also about like what sort of things you're going to be noticing and remembering from the various sources that you've already read and prepared for this a bit. First of all, in accordance with the signs that you were told to look for, you can definitely notice that there are parts of this area where the sort of like the connection to reality is very strong, and other places in here where it's much, much weaker. And yet again, parts where it's almost non-existent, but that is also, generally speaking, the closest to the like energy field that you're able to see that people and creatures and what have you have been stepping out of this entire time. So it might not be recommended to get right up to that place, like, just for safety reasons of people are exiting that from, like, basically every direction. So you don't want them messing up any sort of ritual that you're doing. Besides that, you're able to find actually various places in here that would suit your needs for this ritual, but you also find one that you think would suit it especially. It is a spot where it's relatively close to the energy field without it being anywhere that would get disrupted or there being any sort of incident, while also still giving more than enough time for the guardian sticking around down here to take care of any issues that would arise. Because, there very much so are still, creatures that do still pour through and have to be dealt with. Now, the interesting parts is what happens if you try doing any sort of... here, let me ask you this. Would you be trying to do any sort of your floating or phasing in this area?
Probably not phasing, but floating is a little bit of a default state for him now.
Yep. All right, cool.
If you could float, then why would you walk on the ground, right?
Yeah. Well, except that it's generally faster to just walk, but more effort.
With what I've got for him, it is only 5 feet slower movement speed for the hover.
That still means walking's faster. We're leaving you behind.
Considering that is 45, I don't think you're leaving me behind. Do you have
We will when I
zoomies?
get my race car. Argus is going to build a racing polgo. One of those, what's it called? The Formula One polgo. He's
Which
going to
will
zoom me.
literally go nowhere on its own because you have to pull it.
No, it's going to use magnetic levitation and go. He can't turn it though. It won't be able to turn because it's magnets.
I don't know, where any does Amos have zoomies?
Yes.
Oh,
How many
nice.
eggs?
Yeah, how many times have you purchased it?
I forgot.
You don't have
Check
your
sheet
sheet
then,
up?
man. Check your sheet then, man.
Trying to find where I put my sheet.
You should probably find that.
Yeah, you should probably have
go
that
find
up.
Oh man. Okay. But yeah, as you're floating around, especially in the areas that you deem to be far more suitable for the ritual, you're gonna notice that certain places in there, especially if you try and hover a bit and you move a bit faster, it feels almost like sticky. Not like anything around you, but like reality itself just feels a little bit like it's giving you some sort of resistance as you move around.
Ew.
Interesting.
However, you would know that technically speaking is a good sign. Because what that means, if you feel that sort of sticky resistance, is generally a sign that reality is thin enough in an area, and it's capable of making contact with other realities that might be sufficiently thin, or nothing at all, but it generally causes some sort of minor resistance. Think about like minor overlap.
He's going to summon a zombie. I just know it.
No, that's Asher.
Zombie Giratina from the nth dimension.
Well, hopefully he summons Giratina from this dimension. Alternatively, he could go, become the new god and kick that one sad Arceus out.
That will go so well for you.
Can I be God of the Forge?
But anyways, so it is feeling like Jet is ready to do the ritual?
Well, he definitely feels like he has the capability to do it. He knows the steps that he would need to take. He's found a suitable area. So yes, he does feel like it is entirely within his capabilities to perform the ritual. Whether it goes perfectly or not, there's a bit of variance in that. But then again, most of these rituals, unless you provide certain sacrifices, have some level of variance to them. Which also means unless you're willing to get a sacrificial knife out and ritual sacrifice someone, there's always going to be some degree of non-guaranteed effects.
Okay, okay. Are there alternative options for sacrificing?
There are. Those alternative options for sacrificing are things such as relics of sufficient power, specific, sort of like religiously, I guess, utilized herbs, flowers, things of that nature. Certain times of year can also help things like this, but also that's generally because it will weaken the hold of reality on an area rather than any sort of any sort of like pure effect just from that. But it might be something to try in case you have to do it elsewhere. But for this, it's generally either you're sacrificing someone, or you're sacrificing something of sufficient power to, alleviate that cost and still get the effect without having to, do a ritual sacrifice of literally just another person.
I vote
Okay.
Amos.
Hey, Amos, can I get your help?
What do you need?
Oh, I need a ritual sacrifice.
Oh, you should probably look to, yeah.
Actually,
He
better
was
idea.
looking
You're kind of
around.
tainted.
Hey,
What
that
was
was
the-
nice and pure. Points to, fucking on names.
Hey, Enja. What
It's
is the
Digi.
Guardian's name again?
It is Gunther.
Hey, Gunther, any chance that I could, borrow the, next one that you would otherwise kill?
I thought you said you were gonna do ritual sacrifices.
I mean, if he's going to kill them anyways.
This isn't gonna end well.
No,
are
no,
you
it's not.
Are you
Argus is-
wanting one that's alive still?
Yes, I need to perform a ritual sacrifice to summon Giratina. And I figured if you're gonna kill them anyways, I could do the sacrifice and, they're dead and I, get the ritual sacrifice for the summon. Ideally something that, we can maybe maim and, make sure it can't, attack anyone. Poor Enja.
Well, I suppose I could provide you with that, but you be careful with those sorts of things.
What sorts of things?
If it doesn't work, we can always use that one. Points at Vector.
He's too innocent. You can't get a Giratina from that.
You get divine retribution from that.
Yes, you get instant judgment from Arceus for daring.
But he is gonna go. Well, it's all well and good if the ritual succeeds, but you need to be careful with rituals.
I don't understand.
Okay, what is the ritual that you're trying to do exactly?
He will explain all the details in full full level detail.
Yeah, understandable.
And then finish with, it's all to summon Giratina because I need to ask him some questions.
Okay. I'm just going to give you a light example. If you mess this up somehow, whether knowingly or not, you might get sucked to go out of this reality and into the void to talk with Giratina.
It wouldn't be the first time.
Okay, and then how would you find your way back?
2,000 years in blackness and emptiness. Again.
Well, I don't know how I got here. So, I might just pop up in an amnesiac again somewhere.
Well, it's yourself you're risking with this. I was just trying to tell you to be cautious.
I guess I could hold off longer. But then again, I won't have a sacrifice option, then.
It's up to you. I'm just making sure that you're aware that if something goes wrong, it might go very wrong. I don't know how experienced you are with rituals.
This would be my first one.
Well, I'm all for letting people learn things. If you truly wish to go and do this, I can provide you with a sacrifice.
Excellent. Argus? Amos? I need your help.
This is off gallivanting on the streets. He's not there.
He fucked off.
Oh. Well, Dart isn't here, so... No, he's off at an aquarium. Well, on his way back. Which is really
Dart
funny
at
to
an
say,
aquarium.
considering... Yeah, Dart at
No, it's fine. You see, he's not swimming. He's just underwater. But
Well, he is now 40 minutes out.
That's a long aquarium.
He says it might be an hour, ends up being 2 anyway, Lamau.
Yeah.
Well, we're this far already.
We are definitely recruiting new players.
We're this far already.
Well, Amos is still there, right?
Yeah.
Perfect. You can light the candles.
Okay. Amos like walks over and gives a little burst of flame to each candle.
Excellent. Alright. And Jet's going to start doing all the preparations he needs to do.
Yep. Now, I will give you one warning about rituals. Out of game as well. Once you start a ritual, no matter what, finish the ritual.
Oh, I thought this was going to be the, are you sure you want to do this?
No, this is going to be a warning that even if you botch, keep rolling.
Understood.
Because once you start the ritual, finish the ritual.
Well, at least I got Amos to assist, right?
Yep. You do.
Amos, you're gonna assist me on all these rolls, right?
I don't know. I don't know about that.
Hey, Amos,
I'm
there's a
not
popcorn.
really a ritual type you know, magic-y type shit type mon, you know?
Hey, Amos, there's a popcorn stand behind you.
There is?
I
Watch
can,
the-
well, you know, you can still assist. I'll just direct you on what to do.
You know, I can give you another option there, Jet.
Oh?
Can always ask Shade for help.
Oh, Shade's there?
Yeah.
I just kind of assume Shade's not there unless you say otherwise.
Well, he was there. He was there last time, so
Ah, fair.
just like as a continuity thing, he's still hanging around. He is absolutely going to go and mess with people as a part of this, but like you know, he is around.
Shade, can you assist too?
50-50 chance he messes with the ritual.
I'll help if you help me find that like, you know, large Rattata, the weird one, the big weird looking one that I talked to a while ago.
Oh, yeah, we can go look for that after the ritual.
Isn't that Dimitri's brother?
No, he's talking about Stash.
Oh.
He wants the
one with
TF potion.
He wants the TF potions.
Wernie, you should get into Fantasy Grounds.
I am.
Shove some
Have you
Tyrunt
clicked your
TF potions in your
character?
food.
Oh, it didn't load all the way.
I was about to say, I don't see you in.
He totally launched the program, but didn't actually load it. Load the
Well,
campaign.
I had to install the program, so I didn't have it installed.
Now it's installed. Okay. All right. Shade will go. Yeah, I think I could probably help. Depends what you want me to do.
Well, I'll just direct you on what to do as we go. Oh, wait, I need a sacrificial... Do you happen to have a sacrificial dagger? You kind of seem to have a lot of random treasure, so I figured I'd ask.
He's
I
got
mean,
a
I don't really have a sacrificial dagger, but like I got a couple of daggers I stole off of him.
sacrificial ore.
What is your fanciest one?
I mean, I don't really have any relic ones, otherwise I'd call that one the fanciest one. But yeah, you know, I think this one counts. And he will toss out a dagger to you from his bag that is like kind of it's very obvious that it's got like it looks very flimsy, but it also does look pretty ornamental. It might not be meant to be used as like an actual combat weapon, and it might just be a status symbol. You're not sure. It is still sharp. It's just also it might not be used for combat.
Well, that's perfect still. As long as it can stab in and kill something, that's all he needs it for. You know, once.
Yeah. You can break off afterwards, who cares?
Exactly. Alright, let's get this going.
Alright. As the most common entrance through, the first thing that you'll be provided is one of those ones that is like sort of infected with the weird vine thing. Gunther does break its arms and legs for you, though.
Thank you.
This is so morbid.
Thank you, Gunther.
Just make sure not to touch the plant.
Understood. I think I can, just going to experiment with trying to, you know, use his, charge blast to lift the dagger instead of,
May darkness prevail.
Uh-oh. Really,
What's
Lightpaw?
going on? Chat with less power.
Well, looks like I'm making a new character after tonight with that.
I know, right? Next, they're gonna play increased difficulty on you too.
Rank up. Hold the line.
Oh,
This
perfect
helmet shall
timing,
not fall.
Danica!
Danny Cathrat raided my stream with 8 viewers.
Hello, Danica! How are you? How was your stream? Welcome in. I am Brazim. You guys have come into the start of our Starlight New Dawn Scar campaign. It's one of our Pokemon tabletop RPGs. We're about to summon Giratina. Or at least my character's about to.
He's gonna die.
He's probably going
At
to
least give
die.
a good old college try.
Yeah. He's
Old
gonna
college
try.
try. For his attempt to not die.
Very nice, Danica. Very nice. Oh, Remini, you should see all the other art that I've got going on here. We have so many wonderful characters and such. We have a lot of tabletop. Seriously, a lot.
We do have a lot.
But thanks so much for sharing your community with me, Danica. I really appreciate it. Now let's get into this.
Yeah. So you know what? I'll go ahead and allow that.
Sweet.
It might not be the best for the thing that you're shooting, but you don't care about that anyway.
Yeah, it just needs to stab into them, and that's it.
Yep. By the way, as he provides the entity, he is going to think for a moment and say, now again, you wanted something that's still absolutely unequivocally alive, correct?
Correct. That is what I've read the rituals need.
All right. But that one will probably be your best bet then.
Okay.
I don't know if it will count the weird other creatures as being alive properly, and well, zombies aren't alive.
Well, it's the closest
And-
I've got.
And I don't know if it would wreak havoc if it also then proceeded to turn back in time and come back alive after you've sacrificed it.
Wait, that happens?
Oh, with the time ones, yes, that can very much so happen.
How do you kill those?
You just keep killing them until it just so happens that they stop coming back to life. Or you kill them enough that their timeline thing, whatever they're doing, happens to bring them back to a point that they were dead at one point. So the more often you kill them, the more likely they are to come back dead.
I see.
It is a bit of a pain. Those ones, though, those are still alive. I mean, they can't do anything, but they're still alive.
Well, thank you. All right. What do you want me to start with for rolling?
Roll is going to start with a craft check in order to craft your ritual area.
All right.
I will allow your drawing specialty for this.
Ooh, wonderful. What about my lore archaeology?
It's a Pokeball pentagram.
I'll allow it to provide a dice, but it won't be giving too much narrative benefit.
Fair enough. So that'll be...
From Shade here, you can take 2 dots from craft.
All right, and Amos, do you have any teamwork?
No,
Do you have more than 2 in craft?
I have 2 in craft.
All right. So do you want Amos or Shade to help with this part?
I think Shade.
Okay.
All right. Send it. Ooh, 3 10s. And another one! Oh, true comboed. I'll stick with it.
9. All right. You do spend. You do have to spend a good amount of time setting everything up just right. Now, luckily, this is the area has been quite worn away over time through attacks, people walking on it, all of that sort of thing. Which means that despite everything, is actually kind of remarkably level already. So you barely have to do any sort of alterations to the area in order to make it fit for the ritual. Now, as for actually putting it together, you think that you've done a pretty good job at it, actually. It's kind of annoying having to... it's not like a perfect circle, but having to draw a really good circle at scale is very annoying, actually, but you did somehow manage it. There was a whole lot of checking that you had to do, though. Besides that, some smaller circles also had to be drawn where you would place down candles and things of that nature, and another one in the center where the sacrifice goes.
Wonderful.
You do have to mark out a spot for each person that you intend to join your little ritual. So for this, you would have to mark out 3 spots, 1 for yourself, 1 for Amos, and 1 for Shade.
Wonderful. Amos and Chet may be going to the void, along with Shade. But I also feel like Shade probably will find a way out of it.
Shade will annoy Giratina into letting him go.
Oh yeah, that's likely to, yeah.
Amos will try and steal from Giratina.
Yep.
Oh boy, the people that Jet has acquired to help him with this.
To be fair, who else was really gonna help him with this?
I don't know. No one. No one that I can think of.
Who's available?
I mean, Dart might have been convinced just by, well, I'm gonna do it anyway, so you might as well help me do it right.
That is fair.
It's okay. Argus will just be the last surviving team member.
All right. Next, I'm going to need a lore check.
Oh, that's not quite as good. What am I getting from Shade or Amos? What do you two have?
You could get a point of teamwork from Shade, or a 2 points of lore.
I don't want to assume, but I also assume that Amos does not have anything in lore.
I have 1 lore.
Oh, surprising.
Well, in that case, it's still probably best if Shade helps you with teamwork and he helps you with lore.
Okay.
Because that'll still be 2 dots, but then technically speaking, both of them could try and bail you out in case you botch this.
This is true. So that would reduce it by that. I'm assuming my drawing specialty does not apply, but does the archaeology still apply?
Also let archaeology apply.
Alright, I think that's right. Oh wait, no. I would have One more. Yes, Lightpaw. Ooh. Not a botch, but definitely not good. Amos, anything you willing to do here? I only have one more boost die.
Will I
Good
help again?
willpower. Oh, you could.
You could utilize.
I'll let you, Tao.
All right. Well, you can either utilize boost die, which is determined by your primary scale per session. That's how many of. That's how much of it you get. So you probably have, let's say, like, probably between 2 and 3 ish. And that's how many you can use per session. You could use it to re-roll some of the ones there. You could use a different kind of boost die from the same pool to roll 3 of the non-successful, non-failing dice and to re-roll those. Or you could provide a vigor or will, both of which work as normal. Where vigor, you can either affect difficulty crit or willpower re-roll.
So try to use a boost for the one reroll.
All right, so you're gonna solo one.
Yeah.
All right. Do you want to roll the dice, or do you want to have Jet roll the dice? Maybe you should have had Jet roll it.
Yeah.
He didn't use the formula. Can that not count?
No, he rolled. He rolled the dice.
I'm gonna willpower. So you get your boost die back. And that's even worse. How many boost dice do you have, Amos?
Well, Shade bodied and got you 3 more successes at least.
I already used that on the previous roll, Lightpaw.
Yeah.
Well, I think my best
Shade's-
bet here... What was that?
I was gonna say Shade got you up to a 4 at least.
I'm gonna use a body as well. Oh my god.
Well, you're back to you're back to a 3.
Tell me about the rabbits.
Jibe Gab has purchased 10 general cards beta packs.
Thank you for that purchase, Gib Gab. Well, I don't want to sink. I don't want to sink more into this.
Minsk and Boo. You forgot Boo.
What was that?
Oh, you got vaporized.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Gib Gab. Oh, that's
Hey!
much better. You know what? I'm gonna stick with it. Last time I tried adjusting this particular roll, it did not go well.
All right.
Feel
With
the
help.
backhand of justice!
What was
All
that?
right. With help, you do manage to start up the ritual. Now, there was a bit of a misstep near the beginning, where you weren't quite prepared for the sudden hum of weight and power appearing the moment you actually started up the ritual, but you quickly found your feet and managed to continue regardless. Now, this is going to be a bit of a long process, and you're more than aware of this. However, this is a pretty decent start, at least. As you start saying the lines, making the calls, everything that you know that you're supposed to do. Next, I'm going to need 3 rolls. These can be varied or the same, of whatever social skills you wish. You have your pick. You just have to list out which one you're using for each role. This is about the process that you're trying to do to entreaty Giratina into showing up. At the culmination of this, you're going to have to make your sacrifice, but this is to draw his attention to your coming sacrifice.
You will fall yet.
How would you wish to entreaty the Lord of the Void? With 1 additional die.
Ooh, thank you. Well, I mean, presence is by far my best option. However, I think I will... That one is what I'm going to do.
A miss! Not enough ale.
I'm going to do presence first.
All right.
Call out, try to get his attention through, force of will. Then, I will use etiquette. With everything he's studied, making sure he's saying the lines right, making sure he is, doing everything he's supposed to do with what he's studied about all of this, the proper ways to greet Giratina and call him forth, And then third, I will do persuasion, imploring that he come forth. So, with that in
All right.
mind...
There's your dice modifiers for each choice.
Ooh. So 3, 4, 5. Oh, are those from you or from Shade or?
No, that's from your choices here.
Oh, okay.
And how you describe you're going to be doing it. I'm also writing down what Shade can provide. Now, you already know he has 1 teamwork. He's kind of selective with when he uses it, but,
Amos, what do you have for those?
Uh,
Were you paying attention?
see that. Hold on.
What
They're
was that?
written in the chat.
You're kind of
I see,
cutting
I'm
out.
just... I have 2 in presence, 1 in etiquette, and 1 in persuasion.
So it's still best if Shade just sticks on teamwork the entire time.
So what was that Amos has?
He said 2 presence, 1 etiquette, 1 persuasion.
Okay.
Which means Shade will just be sticking on teamwork. Because it gets you the same or more, and it means 2 people are helping to try and bail you out.
So that'll be... Alright, so for the first one, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 for jets. And then it'll be 9.
Yep.
What's up?
It'll be +4 total from your helpers and the choice bonus I gave you.
Alright. So... the additional die, I think... I'll save that for the persuasion.
Alright. You can also save it for the sacrifice if you want.
Probably not a bad idea. But here's the presents. I'm good with that. It's not great, but I also don't really have many resources left, so... Actually, scratch that. I'm gonna vigor push that.
Alright.
You know,
I will let
3
you take
9s.
backsies.
Of course there's a 1 in there. But still ultimately brought it to 9.
Yep.
And then, for the next one, we've got... Looks like 9 dice. Can Shade reroll that? Willpower?
He can.
Of course Tal helps and this happens.
To be fair, Shade also has a lot of luck.
Yeah, yeah. I will stick with that. And for that last one. Will also be a 9.
Huh? Time for bashing something?
What was that? Ooh, exploding 10. I'll save that for the sacrifice and do the bonus die on this.
Hey, that bonus dice gave you 3 successes.
Yes, it did. Thank you again, Kenku. Alright, and now I suppose on the sacrifice?
Yep. Now, I will let you know that this roll technically started at +3 difficulty. as you have succeeded the SR requirement on each of the stages, you are back to normal difficulty.
Whew! Yay!
That was the mechanic here.
So, I'm guessing for the
You won't
sacrifice
fall yet.
roll my charge blast?
Yep. No reason. You can roll. You know what? Sure, this is a living thing, so you can roll accuracy in order to try and get a crit if you want.
Absolutely.
Got any resources left?
I do. Can I use a party reroll? Orem, Werny?
Yeah, I guess.
I don't see anything else happening.
A miss! Not enough ale.
Oh, well, there's another one anyways. Oh my god. Okay, now I'll use willpower.
Crits. It has no evasion.
Oh, fair enough. Alright, I'll take it.
You do remember me saying that Gunther broke both of its arms and legs?
Fair. Fair. Alright, now we have a bonus die and an exploding 10 I'm adding to this.
Alright.
Alright, that was also actually a 6 anyways. 'Cause stab.
Yeah.
But we've got this many dice with a +2 at the end. How does it interact? Oh, right, I'm using the dagger, so
Yep.
the type on this wouldn't matter. Ooh! Oh, right, I forgot to declare. Because it was crit.
Yep.
Well, I guess since I didn't declare it, I'll have to go with the 9s or 6s explode.
Kinda got it now.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Well, that'll be 16.
16. All right. So, as you shoot out the dagger, it doesn't quite happen like this, but it almost feels like time is dilating. And you see the dagger impact. It's still lightly moving around, like it's trying to make attempts, but it does not have the means to do anything. And the dagger strikes nice and true, exactly where you aimed it, and exactly in a place where it's lethal. And as it punctures, the ritual comes to a crescendo, and you hear and feel reality around you cracking as everything around, bar the chain, sort of starts to crack and fracture before your vision, and then slowly get peeled away. This effect stops right at the edge of your circle. It attempts to encroach, but it does not. Your ritual was successfully made, and the attention has been garnered. As you don't quite see the entirety of Giratina, but you can see their face. It starts off in a grayscale, and then quickly goes to color as your sacrifice dies. He does not speak first, but you can feel the weight of his attention.
Well, hello, Giratina, sir.
And get smited.
Your worshipfulness? He almost said holiness and was like, wait, maybe not that one.
Backpedal, backpedal, backpedal.
He also didn't want to say unholiness because that might be offensive, so... my name is Jet. I kind of had some questions. If that's okay?
I will grant you 8 minutes of an audience with me. Your time begins now.
Okay, so first off, why was I awake in the void?
Some end up being awake. It depends on the nature and the specific qualities of their soul. It is a very rare thing that they end up remaining awake within my domain. But it is nothing more than a quirk of fate, and perhaps a power that you can one day leverage. Whether or not you manage to do so is entirely up to you, and there is no real good reason as to why some have it and some don't.
What can I leverage this power for?
Well, you may be able to leverage this in order to remain aware in times in which others would normally be left incapable of noticing anything around them. Maybe your form will be that when you sleep, you'll remain aware of all of your surroundings. Maybe it will be in case of any sort of errant stopping effects, where normally your cognition of something would be blocked. You would be able to see through it anyway. It depends on what you try.
How can I train this?
Find such effects and attempt to counteract them. It is through exposure.
Okay. How did I wind up here? Like this?
Your journey here was likely the same as the rest of the souls who enter this area. Inside the void, they passed close enough by to this reality, or I guess I should say, amalgamation of realities, that they got dragged in. Upon being dragged in, certain effects will happen to a person and their soul. They will gain some things, they will lose some things.
Okay. How can we regain our memories?
Through experiencing things that, whether it be in truth or in your perception of it, end up being familiar with your old memories.
Okay. Crap. I saw Seda post a meme, and now it's completely killed my frickin' tension.
If Amos wants to ask questions, he was a part of the ritual.
True.
Amos has literally no idea what the hell is going on.
Well, that's literally what's going on.
Yeah, literally.
We've opened a portal to hell. Well, window. We're talking to Pokemon Satan.
Yep, and everything except for the the ritual circle was peeled away from you.
Thank you for the follow, Nightpire.
This is so we can regain our memories? Like, how do I remember everything I've lost?
For everything you lost. Well, remembering parts of your memory generally tends to have a bit of a snowball effect. Once it starts, it doesn't tend to stop. After all, once you start to remember, you'll start to remember what might be more familiar to you, and you can go and seek out those sorts of experiences. I could be more detailed if you gave me specifics, but that's the process for remembering all of your memories.
Is there anything that we can do to help the guildmaster here? Xerneas?
Ah, that. Considering what you have done, I am sure that you now understand the power of rituals and what they might be able to bring about. There was a ritual performed upon him. Find a way to either counteract or dispel the ritual, and he will be helped.
Okay. Why is this book here? And he's going to, pull out the, Book of the Abyss.
That book is here. Well, there are actually multiple books in this little conglomeration. There are more books out there, even, than are inside of this amalgamation of worlds. They speak to fundamental truths. As for why it is in this reality, it is a sort of habit that they go from reality to reality in order to bring about change or affect them in some way. It likely felt that it could affect the reality, and so it went there.
Oh, okay. Where can I find more of the books, in this conglomeration, you called it?
It's a conglomeration and amalgamation of various worlds. That book belongs to the world in which you started. You'd have to go to the other ones to find the other books. Although the other books will likely not be as easily readable as that one is to you.
But it could be read?
If you meet the requirements.
So I need to travel to other worlds to get the other books. The others, there are no others that are like this in this world?
Go to the other continents on your current amalgamation, and there will be.
Oh, the other continents.
Which were once other worlds. They still maintain such status. But I will warn you again, the other books will likely not be so easily read as that one is to you.
Knowledge is still power, though.
Do you have any other questions for me?
What should I be doing here?
You should be doing what every other creature filled with life, no matter the amount does. Whatever they want.
How can I...
After all, your time will one day come. And whether that be your true end or a temporary one is not under your control.
That is fair. How can I repair my aura?
He will look off to the side a bit, and then look back at you. Your audience with me, the timer is up on it. I will permit you to ask one last question. If you wish for that to be your question, then I will allow it.
No, I have a different question then. Will you grant me a boon?
I can grant you a boon. But be warned that my boons are not entirely freely given.
What will it cost? Sorry, I know that's one more question, but, well, kind of part of deal thing, so...
What sort of a boon would you be looking for?
That is actually a great question.
Will you give me something? What do you want?
Pausing in character. Let's see.
I want a question to ask you.
Could you go over what Jet has learned about Giratina so far?
Sure. Giratina is an entity that presides over what is colloquially referred to as the Void, the Distortion Realm, things of that nature, although the exact specifics of his domain are something that is not quite properly recorded, and that may be because his domain does not follow the same rules as others do, but it also just could be because, well, generally speaking, people don't remember much about his domain, even if they claim to have visited it. Now, Giratina is a creature of immense power. Not actually, like, specifically malevolent or unfair in any way, but also very unlikely to do anything out of, you know, like, charity. It could grant you quite the catalog of boons, depending on what you ask. If you could ask for weapons. You could ask for knowledge about a specific thing. But generally, if whatever you ask for, he will apply a specific cost. Like, for example, if you get a weapon from him, one thing that might happen is that everything that you kill with that weapon, the soul gets sent directly to his domain.
Ah.
Just as an example.
Fair.
On the other side, it will be like, a godly boon artifact, technically. It just also, he's getting some from it.
Well, yeah, of course. I think I have an idea. What's the worst that could happen?
Yes, ask Giratina for something. What's the worst that could happen?
No, that's the question. What's the worst that could happen?
No, that's not a boon he's asking for. I want the power to protect my friends. This world is very dangerous. We have been through a lot of very difficult challenges. I'm certain that they're going to happen again. I want the ability to keep them safe.
I could grant you a boon of that. Though whether or not you are willing to pay the cost is entirely different than you having the ability.
Well then, what is the cost?
I will give you the ability to bar your friends' souls from entering mine or any other's domains upon their death. The cost being that once you do so, you will have a day to try and revive them, or fix whatever malady might be befalling them. In exchange for this day, and any day after, you must make the sacrifice of a life to me.
Does it matter what life?
Only that it have some sort of equivalent value to a sentient's life. And if you aren't going to sacrifice a sentient to me, you better sacrifice enough lives to make it be equivalent.
Deal.
Oh no.
All right.
That's still an arc.
Jet, you see the body that you had impaled with that weapon. It sort of starts to rise up a little bit, and then with a sort of squelch, the dagger gets pulled out of it by some force, completely cleared of any sort of blood or debris at this point. And it will go ahead and take upon it a little bit of a shine before going back to almost its previous colors. Now the sort of fancy filigree that it had on it is now going to be the exact same color as, the... For, I don't really know what to call it on Giratina, but, like, the gold on Giratina.
Oh, the helmet thing?
Yeah, like whatever it actually should be called. It's not like quite a helmet.
Crest?
It's like a there's like a crest and like a neck brace.
I called it a helmet when you guys saw it in Wild Traditions, but yeah, I wasn't sure what else to call it either.
Yeah, whatever that is, the sort of like filigree on it takes on that color.
So if one of my friends... I'm assuming that I need to use that to sacrifice someone if one of my friends would die?
Yes, no matter what the strength of the bonds of reality are, wherever you make that sacrifice, that will go directly to me now.
Also, out of character, so is it just like, say Amos dies, I've got one day to bring Amos back, and then I need to make a sacrifice afterwards?
Yep. And And if you want to extend it, like let's say you don't have a solution yet, but you want to extend it, you got to sacrifice for every day extension you try and make.
It's like it's compounding interest, only lives instead of money.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it's not compounding. It's just more like every day that you want to extend your timer by 24 hours is a sacrifice.
Well, it's 100% more death, then 200% more death, then 300% more death.
Well, but he doesn't have to sacrifice 2 people on the second day.
But it's 2 people total.
Well, yeah, but that's not compounding. It's a flat interest rate.
It's a flat interest rate of death.
Yeah, no, it's not compounding. He doesn't have to kill progressively more people every day. He has to kill the same amount of people every day, and, that just ends up being more people by the end of it.
You're supposed to be making any money off those lives, Giratina. You gotta do compound interest.
So anyways, ignoring the one that's not here.
Sure.
Thank you.
And as it clatters to the ground, reality starts to fold itself back in, with everything being the exact same as the moment that the ritual was quote-unquote finished, except that the body got moved a bit, and now the dagger is changed and laying on the ground.
Jet will go over and take the... Well, first he's going to do, any particular things he needs to do. Like a Ouija board, you're supposed to all lift it off at the same time, that sort of stuff. Afterwards.
Yeah. The ritual, you can feel the fading power. There's no actual, cleanup stage to the ritual. The only thing that you know to do is just probably clean up after yourself, because it's kind of rude to just leave a dead body there.
What does the other guy...
Yeah.
What does Gunther... Well, actually, I guess he'll just ask. Thank you, Gunther. What do I do with this body?
He'll just stomp over, take his mangled weapon and just kind of scooch the body back into the energy field.
Oh, fair enough. Well, Amos, Shade, I guess we got some answers.
I guess so.
Yeah. Why did that feel familiar?
What do you mean?
No, I mean, I don't know why, but just something about that seemed familiar.
The ritual or Giratina?
No, not the armor guy, the ritual thing. I guess I shouldn't be thinking about it too much because I don't particularly want to remember, but,
Well, fair enough. I think I'm gonna go check in on the Guildmaster and see what I can do about the ritual that was used on them. There was this really nice big library that I wish I could have researched more in, but I think it disappeared.
The library might still be there. It's just, I wasn't able to set anything up with Digi, so I couldn't do the library thing.
No, that's fair.
Although, also considering that we only have, an hour left, you might still be able to go to it anyway. Lamau.
That is also fair. Zeta should be here soon.
He technically should have been here like 20 minutes ago.
Yeah.
And it's kind of hard to really do too much else. I did get to give you a cool scene of summoning Giratina.
Yes, it was fun. Alright, Amos, so you wanted to go find that, Ratata?
Yeah, that rat guy.
You do have to make the comment? What comment? Well, I'll leave it up to you, Tal, on whether Staksha's still there.
I mean, I'm probably fine with it, but I'm gonna cut over to Argus to see if he's thought up anything in particular that he wants to be doing.
I have thought of something. So there is a library, and libraries have books, and all my puppy friends have been reading all these books. But you know what else is in books? Instructions on how to make things.
Yeah.
Can Argus go to the library and try to find instruction manuals specifically for building things? Old IKEA manuals?
Alright, so you are asking about the Starlight Library, right?
Yeah, the Starlight Library.
Yeah, okay.
And I guess I could go shopping for, like, forge manuals or whatever, but the library's free.
Yep. Alright, with that, go ahead and make me an academics check in order to try and research.
I haven't had to do that. Let's see, academics. I have a point in that.
It is a convenient, formula you can use.
Yep.
I just need to find it again. I know it's on one of these tabs. I'm just not sure which one. Is it Scar Announcements?
It's in the FGU and other stuff chat, the top one in organized play.
The FGU. There it is.
Also,
Yay!
Ranjan, I will say that this deal does also come with the caveat that Giratina will literally block anything else from trying to take the soul too. So it would also prevent any sort of yield soul snatch shenanigans. So this is technically a better deal. This is, Alright, for innovative, you do end up finding a couple of instruction manuals. You have your pick of an instruction manual for repairing what seems to be a kind of old, like, grill thing.
Repairing a grill?
Yeah, no, it's literally like a grill repair question mark. It's not the best, but it does actually have like repair instructions inside of it. And you aren't quite it looks like those like fancy grills where like they have way too much going on that they don't technically need?
Yes.
It's one of those. It's like one of those ones where, like, there's even, like, movable, like, trifolds that you're able to, like, move out with their own, like, platform stabilizers and, like, fuel lines and, those kinds. It's those.
Fancy grill repair. I just need to find a fancy grill now.
Yep. So you have your choice of that. There is another one where it is where it's more about like electrical repair, specifically relating to fuse boxes.
I have no clue what these are.
And as for your last option, there is, and you also probably don't know what this one is either. But there is a sort of like car repair manual.
A car repair manual.
Yeah.
You know, a car looks kind of like a metal wagon. I'll take the car repair manual.
All right.
I'm going
you
to
have-
make a metal pogo.
You have checked out a car repair manual.
Yay! Argus is sucks. He's going to read the whole thing and learn how to repair a car, and then he just needs to go find a car or build one with the pieces he repairs out of nothing.
All right. I'm going to need another academics check then in order to actually read the thing that you have. Because that academics check was for finding, like, you know, for researching.
Finding the book.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can read it. I think. Argus,
Hopefully.
can you read? I'm willing
Survey says no.
that. Just re-roll that with a will.
Survey says maybe.
There's the boost one, right?
Yeah, you can do a body boost to reroll 3 per body boost you want to use.
Yeah, I'll use a body boost. So that re-rolls 3 of them?
Yep, 3 of the non-succeeding, non-failing dice.
Yeah.
True combo.
Sold that one.
No, you can't.
Oh, I can't.
No, you can't mix the boost types you use.
Okay, well, I'll still take that then, because that's 4?
4 now, yeah.
Argus can read 4.
Yep. Now, you don't quite understand everything that's going on here, but you are starting to understand, like, the basic principles of a car. And when I say the basic principles, I do mean, like, think the most, like, basic things of what a car
goes
is.
on axle. Axle makes wheels spin. There are seats.
Yeah, like, the most basic parts of a car. But considering that you had no frame of reference for this before, this is probably a pretty good step, actually.
Argus is very proud of his accomplishments. Argus is going to build the Super Pogo, and he is going to be riding around in a convertible Hot Wheels sunglasses eventually.
Nice.
It's not a worse version of his cart. It's a metal version of his cart, so it can't be set on fire by Amos. It's a fireproof version. Yes, I'm building a Rolls Royce. That's what Argus would be spending his time doing. Getting a car manual and reading it. Figuring out how to build a car.
I mean,
cargo.
it's a repair manual.
Well,
Yeah.
he's learning how to repair a car. And if he can repair pieces of a car, he knows what to make to put the car together. He just needs to get the pieces. And then fix the pieces.
You just need to find all the pieces of a car and make them all have working parts.
Argus's worldwide scavenger hunt, going through all the shops looking for car parts. You know, can I look through shops for car parts in my car manual?
I mean, right now, nothing here is gonna help you with that.
You know, fam.
You have not seen a car once in this area.
That I know of. Argus is gonna have to go back to the library and look for other things based on cars at this rate. No, Argus is a lot more simple. He's not doing a ritual. He's just getting info. He's happy now with his info.
he's seen enough. He's satisfied.
He has his book checked out. He can keep reading it throughout their journeys. Or while they're still in Starlight. He's gonna be a car mechanic.
I'm sure he is.
He needs to get one of those
Step
full-body
1.
suits.
What the hell is a car?
Step 1. Car. Step 2. Step 3. Profit.
Yep.
He'll do some research over the next few days. Don't worry. And definitely some buying of materials.
All right.
Sorry, it's very simple.
No, that's fine. Honestly, this is feeling more and more like just a paralogue anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, actual important stuff happened. It's just also we have 3 people here, and there's kind of a reason I generally don't run for 3 people unless the game is designed to have 3 people in it.
I'm the B-plot storyline. There's the whole adventure satanic ritual going on, and then just Argus happily skipping along with his new book.
Well, we had some fun tonight anyways.
Yeah, we still
At
did
least I
something.
did.
We did something, which is nice after 2 months of not doing anything.
Exactly.
Argus gets to join the book club, so he's happy.
By the way, I just want to point out, you didn't ask the funniest question, or at least what I consider to be the funniest question, which is questioning why you and some other people can read it, but other people can't.
I wish I had thought of that. I really, really wish I had thought of that.
Giratina, could you read this book to me as a bed? Sorry.
You know what? I can even, just for the fact that you actually been consistently showing up even when we haven't been having the sessions, even when we're canceling later. I'll let you get an answer to that question.
Cool. What is it?
The answer is for that book in particular, the one where it details endings. Only people that have previously experienced death can read it without difficulty.
Ah.
Amos can read it.
Oh no!
People who, basically I should say people who remember experiencing death can read it without difficulty. People who have had close brushes with death can read it with difficulty, and people who have neither cannot read it.
Oh, Argus could probably read it with difficulty.
Amos can read it.
Amos would have the lower difficulty in reading it now that he remembers dying.
Yep.
Dart's not gonna have too much difficulty reading it. He's been on 1 HP so many times.
But yes,
And
that
dying.
is the mechanic behind that book.
I also thought of the other question that I should have asked.
Oh, what was the other one?
What question should I be asking?
That makes me think of the I wish I knew what to wish for.
Yeah, that kind of thing.
What is
But yeah,
the
no,
answer to life?
that's why certain people could just like flip through the book, and other people are like, "What the fresh hell is this?"
Do you think if we summon Giratina again, he could tell me how to build a car?
He probably could. He'd also probably tell you to get lost on that one.
Could he tell the adorable little Argus no?
Yes.
Oh.
Ask them how to build a bomb.
He might tell you that one.
Yeah.
Ooh. Hey, cars kill more people than bombs.
Not if it's an Amos bomb.
How do I enrich uranium, Garatina?
I see. So,
How do I make a max cap?
Amos is the lost son of Giratina.
No. That's Noah.
Yeah, that's Noah.
I don't know the reference.
Literally in a different campaign, there is a demonic little Eevee that goes around, and his name is Noah, and he's quite literally the son of Giratina.
Oh.
No, like he's literally the son of Giratina.
Huh. I didn't know Giratina could breed, so...
No, but Noah is the corpse of hell that got, conglomerated into a new body. So, there's that. Kind of showed up in the void, and Giratina adopted them.
Huh.
Lost in Chaos is an interesting world. Hey, look, I am intentionally explaining it in a completely correct way with none of the context.
Exactly. Right, Jen? That would be a Gib Gap question. But anyways, shall we go ahead and wrap this up?
Yeah, kind of more of a paralogue than anything, but we got something done.
Oh, I'm counting this as a proper session.
That's fair.
Important stuff happened. So, thank you everybody for joining us today for Starlight New Dawn Scar. Check out our website, zgfgaming.com. We've got links for our Discord, Telegram, Mastodon, Blue Sky, Patreon, and more. There on the website as well as down in the description below through our link tree. Thank you to my patrons, tippers, and subscribers. It is your support that keeps this channel alive and going. I cannot do this without your guys' help and your support, so thank you. Consider becoming a patron over at patreon.com/zgfgaming. It's one of the best ways to support the channel, though you can also do so by commissioning one of the artists I manage for. Their details are at zgf.art or by coming by and hanging out. But for now, thank you so much for joining. Don't forget to check out our Scar system, and I bid you all the most fondest adieu.
Bye-bye.
That...
Boy.